The social force in a market economy has to do with people, their geographical choices where to live and work, their preferences for market products, social changes that impact consumer choices. This video is social forces during the decade of the 1950s in the United States. A major impact of the 1950s is the workforce that transitioned from the huge war effort of World War II to the more normalized life prior to the war. The transition in terms of household formation, birth of children, and consumer activity created a very active economy. Birth rates during the 1950s were very high. The amount of children born created the group of people called the baby boomers. The data shows how birth rates peaked in the 1950s. Note that the baby boomer generation is often shown to start in 1946, which in the 1940s you can see that the birth rates were also relatively high, probably because of the baby boomer generation, which is often, again, shown to start in 1946. But note how in the decades following the 50s, how the birth rates started to decline. And note the significant difference in the 1980s. The impact of baby boomers is still being felt today. As they move through the life cycle, they impacted educational institutions, real estate markets, employment markets, stock markets, the health services industry, in other words, all phases of society. The new waves of children created all kinds of market activity. Baby furniture, baby and infant clothes, toys, all types of consumer products. Household formation increased family size, and increased family size creates a need for housing. Mass production of housing became more common. Large housing developments in the suburbs became common. The war effort during the 1940s resulted in production resources focusing on weaponry and wartime needs. In the 1950s, production resources were refocused into peacetime production. Technology in consumer products began to be evident. Not the least of technology progress was the television. It is hard to estimate the impact of television on the market economy. Television opened up so many avenues in terms of social, economic, entertainment, and political changes.